Alrighty, hello everyone. I hope you're having a good day. So today we are going to be continuing our plating. So right now we actually have Max in chat. I don't know if he's back yet.
I am back. Yes, I'm just sort of. I'll be right back actually, for like being back. But I'm here. I'm listening.
So he's back, but he's not back. But yeah, he's back. So here, let me transition us to the. There we go. Okay. So today, what I primarily wanted to work on is finishing up this little bit here. I feel like getting the spine done is really going to be something that we should do. This area, so basically, is there a good way to show this? Like this chunk, so you can kind of see where my cursor is. That like little area is going to be hell. So I think maybe doing that a little bit later would probably be a better idea, so that we can kind of get a grasp of how much space we're going to have, so we can either go smaller or bigger, figure out where all of our differences lie. But yeah, so I guess let's just get right into it. But yeah, here, let me pull up the reference images, because oh boy. But how are you all doing today? Just figure if you all are here, I may as well ask. And we're doing more plating today, so depending on what you think, Mo, that may or may not be interesting. But I think so. Over the next couple of days, I'm going to be doing a lot of plating, so I'll probably do more streams than I usually would as well, just to get this done. So just a heads up, if you're in for plating, yeah, keep an eye out the next couple of days. So, but that's good, Max, or Max in chat. Me6 did it. Wow. Okay, I see Me6 out here, actually doing something for once. Okay, so this part right here, this is where like on the actual ship, MCRN is listed, so we could totally put SOS on that. Oh, not particularly, just getting ready for some cabinets to sell. I'm actually writing some more script stuff, so hopefully I can get some of these videos actually properly done, because right now I'm working on a video that's going to be our like quick start Starbase guide. So you just spawn in, what can you do, like how should you start, like what are the initial controls, kind of just a basic that, and figuring out everything that goes along with that, because to be frank, there is a good bit. Like one thing, I'm chatting with the devs, and I'm gonna send them a message after this, but to figure out, you get a starter ship right now, right? Do we still get that, like once EA releases? And I'm doing good, Cookie. It's been pretty uneventful, so chill. I went to Micro Center the other day, which was really nice. That was a fun time. Oh, hello, Crusader. Also, yeah, Micro Center's still out of so many things. We went there to look for graphics cards, and well, not particularly for graphics cards. Is this locked again? What's happening? We're nowhere near the building budget. Okay, weird. Yep, back to plating hell. Yeah, I can't wait for release either. I'm gonna be just starting my school, so I might be a little bit absent, but I really want to be around, and we can do group mining trips, stuff like that. Yeah, for real. It's a rough one. Yeah, it's June 17th. So this part will have, we'll put like triangle pieces in front. So if you see, we've got these two squarish areas right here. So these are supposed to have like a little bit of a shroud that comes forward, and a little recessed area that might have light in there. So yeah. Oh geez, yeah, see, Lazy, at the Micro Center, they literally only had 710s. That is it. And I feel so bad for anybody who's wanting a graphics card that day, because, like, damn. Actually fits pretty well. I am glad we're gonna have some quote-unquote generally flat surfaces to work off of, because that's gonna be nice. Like having these, we're obviously there's gonna be greebling, art, all that stuff that we're gonna put on here. Because decals, now that we can do decals, we can do a lot of cool stuff with this ship. But so yeah. Oh, couldn't be Mo. It's real nerd hours. Am I right? Pong or Space Invader. I'm pretty sure you will be. And I mean, Starbase, like, even if you're just doing a ship editor, it isn't that taxing. Like, right now I'm running at 90 frames a second, and that's while I'm streaming. I've got Chrome open, I've got 2 different windows of Chrome, I've got Discord, I've got Steam, OBS, you know. So, it should be manageable. Well, at least I hope so. Well, I'm here. Let's actually check. Chrome, okay, Chrome. How much are you needing? Google Chrome. Actually, only 850 megabytes. Not too bad. Also, quick question. Do you guys think, okay, leave it like this, or do kind of what we did up here with these bad boys, the decorative curved corners? But we can't actually place them in. Where are they? Decorative curve. Let's see. That's up here. See, that's too big. There we go. Why can't I place this in? Does anybody know why this is happening? The hell? What in the hell? Did I soft crash? Our building budget's fine. What the hell? Mo, so I'm assuming you're doing pre-built? Alright, we're gonna save and exit, and I'm just gonna restart, because this is really weird. I don't know why I can't place down. It's unlocked, it's fine. Because, yeah, this isn't good. Alright, well, we're gonna do this real quick. Yoink. But yeah, Nebula and B syndrome. This is not good. I hope, gotcha, Mo. But I'd say, anything with a 1080 or better, is pretty good for today's, specs. You know, as far away as you can get from a 1080, that'll be, better. So, like, you know, the higher you can get, the better.
Oh yeah, absolutely. 1080 is gonna run pretty much everything at medium at least, and 1080p.
Yeah.
Like absolutely. I'd say 1070 is also more than reasonable right now.
It's on the board,
1660
but
Super is probably also okay right now.
yeah, but if you want to
really
future-proof at least a little bit, I'd say a 1080 or better.
Actually, if you want to future-proof, you're better off trying to get your hands on a 3060. The 3060 is honestly like the...
Actually, if you're even considering getting a 3060, do the 3060 Ti.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you can like the minimum if you want to go like next gen, well, not next gen, you know what I mean, like future proof, but on a relatively new thing. A 3060 is gonna get you pretty
Yeah.
damn far. A
Yeah.
3060
And
Ti
then
is more economical but more expensive as
so
well, but it's
something
better.
with like 16 gigs of RAM will do you fine.
16 gigs, preferably 32 if you can. If you're going Ryzen, you want to get at least a like like a clock rating of your RAM of 3200 and try to get CL16.
Okay, so what
With
he's
fast
saying
latency.
is you want DDR4 RAM. 16 gigabytes is honestly fine for almost anything you're gonna do
Mhm.
today. Even with me running all of this right now, I'm using less than 16 gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah, 616 is fine. Just if you want to future proof in some way, you might be better off with 36 because some games do eat up. Like that, it honestly depends on what you want to do. But if you want to be totally safe, 32 gigabytes of RAM is not that expensive anymore. If you're on a budget, get 16. And you do want to, if you're going Ryzen, you do want to get fast RAM. So that is 3200 hertz and a cast latency of 16, I'd say. 18 also works. You're
he's
not
not a
gonna
computer
notice.
person. You want a DDR4 RAM.
DDR4 RAM, but the timings are really important. Make a pretty damn big difference though. If he buys DDR4 RAM of like, I don't know, 2700,
That
that's going to be a huge difference for Ryzen compared to something like a
that's fair.
3200.
But
Like
also
just look for DDR4 with 3200 or higher. Okay, that's gonna be fine. The cast latency
yeah.
doesn't matter too much.
I don't see. Okay, I want to use these decorative corner pieces here, right? But I don't know what to fill that middle, like, tiny gap with, because nothing will fit there. What?
I'm not watching right now, so I can't help you.
Unfortunate. In that case, chat. What? What should I do? I could put in, because we can't put in. There's no like. I wish there was a triangle plate that would fit there. That's not 24 by 24. That's just annoying. We could honestly just have a either keep it like that or just have a cornered edge. I don't know. What do you guys think? Or just maybe fill it with a lighter lamp. We'll see. Here, let's do that real quick. So lamps. See, this is how big a lamp is. Like, I mean, it fits, but it does not sit. No, no. Oof. Rip to Mo's dreams of a computer. But I mean, at least you'll be getting it now. So here, hold on. Let me zoom back in and we're going to continue. So this part right here is relatively straightforward. So this will just be like that. This whole area is really going to be generally flat. We're going to make some indentations and cosmetic changes, but mostly decals will be our savior. So right here, so this part is going to go all the way back ish. How do we want to do this? Well, this is going to be interesting. Okay. Let's just play as we were doing. Devices, basic plates, and 24. So let's actually do 36 by 72. Today on Can Sim Guess the Plate Size. Sim was a little bit short. Imagine. Now we need a 24 by 36. There we go. Unless it doesn't fit perfectly because of what reason? Stupidity? Yeah, there's gonna be a better name, don't you
That
worry.
tends to be a common reason with you, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree. The plating's looking good so far. It's if you look at this ship and you know the expanse, you're gonna know immediately what it is, but it's not gonna look exactly alike just because we're gonna have to make some, like this area right here, we're gonna have to make some changes. Because this arguably, so from this area right here to about here is gonna be the hardest part of the ship to plate. Just because there's several layers that we have to do. So this is going to be a ridge, then this is going to be a ridge on top of it. But we're also going to have to cut off this stuff. So it's going to be wonky. But yeah, I agree. Like, it looks a lot better than I was thinking. But only thing is, we're going to have to do some interesting stuff. So okay. That won't fit underneath, so we need a 36 by 36 to go there. And we'll cover it up. Tin Bread's Revenge, yes. That would be a funny name for a ship. See, okay. So, for some of you who... Yeah, sure, Mo, sure. But, for some of you who just don't know the ship, this area right here, the outlined in black, that's where MCRN is actually listed on the actual ship. So I was thinking that's either where we could put the name or we could put like SOS there. And right here is where the ship number goes. So we can put the ship number there. And I don't know. I agree with Lazy. I think it should be like Einstein's demon potentially, or like, you know, something in the vein of that naming. Like, I don't know. What do we want to think of? Like, um, because I want to give it like not a harsh name, but you know, like a fierce name, but also involve a I suppose a historical figure of some kind, like Plato's. I don't know.
Today on Sim, he tries to be smart.
Well, I'm not necessarily trying to be smart. I just want to come up with like a good name that has, you know, a philosopher, like, because, you know, or, you know, inventor, something like that. Because, you know, Einstein's demon, we've got all that stuff. So that's just barely not going to fit due to the whole wackiness of this. But we can actually make that work. So we're going to leave that bit a little bit unplated and we'll clean it up. King Charles V's chin. The Aurora. We could name it the Aurora. I feel like that would be cool. We could do Galileo's Aurora. I don't know. Also, in this case, we're going to just swap these out for 96 centimeters, just because what we can do is we can put just like a little ring over that and it'll cover it all up and be perfectly fine. And then back here, what we're actually going to do is we're going to take, what is this? 144. We probably want it a little wider than that, so 96 by 96. Let's do that. Torpy McTorp face. You know, as inclined as
I'm a fan of that.
Torpy McTorp face.
Yeah, my vote goes to that.
So it's gonna be running into that. We could honestly put a light back here because there's supposed to be a light here. or Untitled. And we can put a light right there, and that's actually how we could wire it up through there. Yeah. And then there's supposed to be a little strip essentially that runs out from there, so we could do, what's this, like, is that thin enough? No, we want it to be like, let's do this. A little bit of free plating, but it's just for style, pretty much. Something like that, and then we can have a little ridge on that. But that's just supposed to be there for the actual cosmetics of the ship. Ah, okay, Jag. Yeah, so I guess this was Starbase. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm glad to answer them. And also, I hope you don't mind if I do write them down. If you ask any, because I'm currently actually working on a What is Starbase video. So, just a heads up. We might need to use this. But... So we want to flip. Oh, no, don't do it to me. No, not the create. Can I just pull in stuff? Okay, I can pull in things. We are looking... Are we looking at the special? Yeah. These are 15 degrees. I could give you the spiel, I suppose. So, you know, it's an MMO, single shard universe kind of deal. Currently, the main attraction of the game is shipbuilding. So, as you can see, like, it's from plates to structural beams to bolts to wiring and piping ship systems, coding your own. There's an in-game programming language using that to essentially code your way to whatever you'd like. You can be yes, you 100% can be a space pirate. So, yeah. So I think this may be a bit too chonky for what the actual ship we're modeling is, but that's okay because it lines up with that. And actually, hold up. This may give us the break we need. Let me show you guys real quick what I'm thinking of. So we need a 24 by 36. All right. Right there, right there. And let's get this in here. You can't have the Robo Parrot, at least right now, but you can do that, yeah. But watch out, because Tin Bread is coming for you, aka Mo. And there we go. That lines up well now. It's actually properly everythinged. But we are gonna delete this. Mo, I can't stop. It's literally, it's impossible now. You're tin bread. You're forever and always shall be tin bread. Yeah. There will be space police forces, so you want to watch out for those. Oh yeah. So Jag, I run a rescue organization. So I do not condone pirating. But yeah, so we offer it to anyone, but if you do pirate us, you will not be able to get help ever. So, yeah. Fun times. We're not the space police. We're the ambulance corps. So. Alright, and then we'll just put in a plate here that feels to me like it's going to be a 48 by 72. It's close. I'll give it that. Also, guys, so like I've started using the rotation keys. So, and regrettably, the rotation keys are X, Y, and Z. So I'm actually, when you see me rotate stuff, I'm actually only using Z and X. I'm not using Y because I gotta reach all the way across. Yeah, lazy. I need to figure out. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do because I want to make some more channel point stuff, but like, you know, some more higher point things. Yeah, Cookie. That's pretty much the whole shtick. We're actually discussing like how we're gonna do that right now. So, yeah. It's lies, Mo. Lies. But okay, so we got that. So, okay. So this part here, we'll go all the way down to down there. Yep, that's all good. So in between, so essentially it's going to be in between these two engines. There's going to be like a large kind of pop out here. So that we'll do that potentially. Now, okay, so the issue we're running into right now, this part. So you see this little ledge right here? This little ledge is going to be getting in the way. It's supposed to technically on the ship be down here and only get to up about like where my cursor is and go all the way back. So that's an issue. But yeah, so with your character, you're able to have personal equipment here. So this is my character. You've got an inventory. Now you can switch out backpacks. There are different kinds of backpacks, like mining or just regular. Different kinds of equipment. Cosmetics. All of these slots are options for different cosmetic items that you can switch out. Currently, there aren't any skills or upgrades. I think upgrades might be on the way. But yes, there are clones, essentially, and different bodies. So that's the thing called, well, I can't show you here, but it's insurance transfer. So you can transfer to other bodies that exist. And also something like this. This is the reconstruction machine. This is like a portable respawn. So technically there are other like endo kits in this. So like you could switch to this if you wanted. And that's mainly going to be used for like combat and all that. Like if a crew member needs to respawn or something. So, yeah. Alright, so I think, honestly, this part I may just have be, like, internally flat. Have these go to all the way to the end. Ooh, boy. This is going to be annoying to... I see why that's going to be annoying. Okay, but we have... Okay, we'll be fine. Spreader of Aurora 4X. The Aurora 4X diplomacy ship. If you play Aurora 4X, you're okay with us. You know, it'd be really funny. Oh, we could make a little, like, joke line of bumper stickers you could put onto your ships. That would be really funny. There are no NPCs or mobs. Most of the issues will be, most of the things will be either PvP or if you say like player versus environment, it means like, oh, you know, I've made my ship so that I can fly through this toxic nebula. So no NPCs or mobs. I don't know. I feel like it should be named after a smartass, because I feel that's a reflection of, who I am in this ship.
Okay. How about the Max?
You know, he is a smartass, but I don't know. I feel like that just conflicts. You know, the Max has gotten a certain ring to it, more of like a "don't do this, please," but a ring nonetheless, or more of "go work on your work." Let's see if this will fit. I was like, can I not select this? What? And then I realized it's your regular sim. I've done a stupid. That's actually really good. Okay, cool. Yeah. So just keep in mind there is a safe zone. You won't be able to do anything to people's ships there. So you're gonna have to go outside the safe zone. Ooh. Those are pretty good. See, I don't necessarily want to go for anything graphic, so I think the Nelson's blood may be out. But Tralgafar may be in. We could look at like mythical beasts. I think mythical beasts could be interesting.
Hold up, I gotta jump out of call real quick. Call my group mate.
Yeah. You could build the infamous railgun Vasama. You're new to the game, so I assume you haven't heard of that, but it's a Vasama is essentially like a personal speeder bike type of ship. And some people have strapped a railgun to it. Trafalgar. I'm 100% pronouncing that wrong. See, I don't know what I want to do with this plating. Here, we'll work forwards to backwards for this section, because this section makes me unhappy. So that with a, yeah, exactly. It's essentially a moped with a railgun strapped to it. You know, a fearsome weapon of war. But so here, let me get this sized properly, and I'll comment real quick. Yeah, energy consumption for that is going to be through the roof. So you're going to have some issues because the Vasama does not have a generator. It's battery powered, but you can equip all kinds of weaponry. So right now we've got mainly missiles. We're not going to be able to use these. So we're going to be putting rail guns up here, but then we have torpedoes that are going to pop out of the side, and then we're going to have lasers and plasmas on our turrets. Now there are autocannons, and upcoming there will be flat guns, I believe. So And yeah, most miners are unarmored. Most miners use Bastium. Just because it's so plentiful and cheap. Okay, so it looks like that. Then we will see if we can get a plate back there. That's going to be an issue. So that's a 96. We need to make that a 72. This needs to be a 48 by 60, but we don't have that, so we're going to do a 48 by 48 and then a 12 by 48. So what I'm trying to do here, right, is because this ship is built quite odd, yeah, we're trying to get this plate so that it'll stick underneath here. Actually, these are too long, those supports, so we're gonna actually just move this out here. Yeah, but just keep in mind, you know, you are gonna have to go outside the safe zone and inherit said risk. Hello, Gaming Fire, welcome to the stream. So right here, this is a 96, so we're gonna need to shorten this beam by, I believe, 12 centimeters. 12 centimeters would get us pretty good. So what we're gonna do is we are going to add up. So we could do a 48 and a 36, I believe. If I can place a beam down. Yeah. And also just keep in mind, it on some ships it will be a hefty flight out there. It may take some time. Yeah, that could be good. Here, Mo, write that, could you put that in the ship, suggestion? Like, just be like potential names, and write that down there. We, have not, the code that somebody requested on YouTube, we have not tested that, so we could actually test that today. That actually may be something good to do today. But yeah, we've tested it. So far it didn't work, but so we can try that code, see if it does, because that would be really nice. Okay. Oh, now, here we go. Hey, Sprocko, welcome. Glad to see you here. Yeah, pirates gangsta till the ship has on you. Or owning them, I don't even know. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I say we should try that out today, because we can spice up the plating a little bit by doing that. I just really hope, because I'm not sure if the issue, so, because I know it's essentially, reach 12, okay, that's really annoying, but, so, currently the issue I think it could be is that the thrusters can't, like, stop ignition after they've been ignited, and I hope that's not the case, because if that is, that'll be bad, and there's pretty much nothing we can do, but hopefully not. And yeah, we've seen that in the past before as well, Con. See, gaming, you're. I'm gonna take your word for that, because you're probably better at coding stuff like this than I am. So. Alright, so we're gonna do... Let's just try this. So again, remember, we're gonna have to have a little... I don't want to say collar, but it's essentially gonna be a collar to keep that like hidden, I suppose. Come on. Oh, no, not the cancel Fahrenheit. There we go. And we're going to copy this over because I will forget to, and then I'll forget that little tiny piece right there. Like that one. But wait a second, what? Okay, hold on. I need to figure out where this is. So that's right there. Ah, okay, that's this. Is it? Oh, I didn't correct this side. Shoot. Me and the buds enjoying some PvP? Because I can see that, yeah. And yeah, Yolol is quite interesting to work with. Yeah, I'm not quite used to it yet. I know a lot of people who are much more used to it than I am, though, which is a bonus. And I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to be a hacker, man, but also not necessarily. Okay, so there we go. That's gonna be our platform there. All right, let's crack my knuckles. Realize that I did not prepare any water, and continue working on this. Thirsty sim is about to begin. Oh, I didn't see the comments. Wait, was this a new comment? Because dude, I'm gonna favorite that. Did I favorite it? I might have favorited it if I've seen it. But hey, tin bread, I'm telling you, it's... Dude, it's gonna be me, yeah, smacking my lips, and you're gonna hear my voice just get worse and worse, and it's gonna be like... just at the end. Sheesh. Yeah, that wouldn't fit there. It probably won't be long, to be fair. The universe is gonna be a nasty place. Here, let's do this little bit here. So this is gonna be kind of under the same premise as that right there. But it is shorter, so let's see if I can fit these four. Please fit. Yeah? Alright. We're in business. So let's do a 36 by 72. That can definitely be a 96 right there. Some FBI. Yeah. Okay. Well, I may have seen it. I'll check it out. Oh, and it definitely is a pain. I'm gonna assume you haven't seen my other videos because some of them are literally called plating and suffering while doing it. Yeah. If you want to see some real pain, watch the Nebulon B. That took probably over 100 hours of me actually working. And if there's one thing you're ever gonna hate yourself doing, it's making like rounded shapes. Yeah, there's no auto plate tool. Apparently though, we're gonna be able to specially size plates, but not for now. Oh yeah. How do I want to do this? I'm gonna do something interesting. All right. Yeah, the capital ships are gonna be a little rough, but I mean, we'll see how it goes. Because I don't want to say high hopes, but it should be fine. Alright, so that'll be like that. We're gonna put a plate back here just to cover it, because that's what this does. But essentially, this area on the ship, it's basically like that up there, just, down here. So, yeah, but this part actually looks very good. Like, if you look at the ship that we're modeling it off of, it fits perfectly. The angry Dorito. Yeah, we were thinking, so after this ship, we're gonna do community nights, community build nights, where it's gonna be, I think, just the subscribers, at least at first, building a Star Destroyer. And okay, so Mo, that's where it gets complicated. So, all right, I'm gonna give you what essentially my armor video goes over. All right, so there's a 144 by 144 plate. Here's a 36 by 36 plate. Both made of Bastium, so they have the same armor level, right? So, say a rail. Okay, so HP is essentially, in very abstractly, the amount of kilovoxels combined with the armor value of the material. So this 36 by 36, it has, that many, so it's in 144 by 144. So this plate is going to have a lot more HP. Now, say you get hit by a railgun, right? A railgun, say it does 100 damage, but this plate only has 50 HP. It would be able to go through this plate and the next one if you're using small plates. But say this has 200 HP. It would only be able to hit it once and not go through it. So that's the argument kind of for big plates. It'll take damage much better. But with a big plate, if it fails, that exposes a very large area on your ship to fire. Because once a plate's HP is 0, so that could be, if a railgun just pierces through it, like in the center, the entire plate has no HP, if that makes sense. So like if you hit it anywhere else with like a laser or anything, it just goes straight through, doesn't even stop the laser, any projectile. So I would argue that big plates are better because, well, more on the bigger side of medium, I would say. You don't want to have massive plates, but you also don't want to have a lot of smaller plates. So yeah. So you can stack beams, yes. And as armor, well, so you can actually make the beams out of whatever you want. So theoretically, yeah, you could make them as armor. But yeah, I guess you pretty much could. Yes, size of the plate does matter. Yes, there was. So the collective used that in the one of the previous tournaments that we had, and it was really smart of them to use it. A lot of people, I think even including myself at the time, raised a fuss about it because it was, exploity. But yes, it was able to be used as armor, and it was very good armor. What was what? What was the tournament? The armor value? I'm not quite sure what you're asking. Okay, does that show the inside? No. The item and the material. It was the what was it? I think it was like these floor mats. They're just made out of bastium. Can you even change the material on these? Oh, you can. Look at that. So, yeah, I'm not sure what they were made out of, but it was that item. And it worked very well. But just keep in mind it has been patched, so. Yeah. You know, I've actually kind of thought about that a lot. I think physical money in Starbase would be pretty cool. Now, I know a lot of people do not want it, but personally, I think it would add a cool aspect to the game because, you know, you've got to actually move your money around, and that way, you know, you can have high value transports much easier. Stuff like that. Ah, they did. Okay, I did not know that. Yeah, like, I think that would be pretty cool. Just because, like, that would be, you know, you've got physical money that you may have raided or you're trying to protect or, you know, all of this stuff. I mean, hey, there is space folk music. You know, I should see if we can actually play that because there's some space folk music that I particularly enjoy. I found it like a while ago, just listening to random stuff, and it's actually really good. It's Carmen Miranda's Ghost. You can look it up on YouTube. That's like the album name, kind of. It's called Damon's Christian, I believe it is. Wait a second. Why is the snap point down there? Hold on a second. What? Interesting. Yeah, I think people are gonna bring that to Starbase, or I hope they do, because that would be, you know, pretty epic. May not necessarily be the best, but it'll be something cool. We'll just add another interesting layer. All right, so basically, don't copy paste shit, because yeah, don't let Max hear I said that. You can bolt. Actually, no, you cannot. You can bolt things to dead players, so like their endoskeletons, but you cannot bolt it to the players themselves. So, yeah. Alright, we're going to delete this and try again there as well, because I think that may have been an issue. Put it as far forward as we can and try to just snap this in place. Yep. Yeah, you can. Because you are able to essentially dismember. Oh, shoot. Alright, I got you. Let me save real quick after I put this on, if it works. I don't know why it's not, but let's just save. Just to be safe. Man, we're already an hour in. Jeez, time flies. Time flies when you're in a bolting hell. I'm not even bolting. Bolting this is gonna make me cry. I swear. Yeah. Now there is an autosave, but I don't entirely trust it yet. So is this running into the glass that's there? Like what is it? Can I do like a 48 by a 96 and put that in there? So why can't this... Okay, because it was snapping like that. Delightful to know. Seems like it's almost finished. Yeah, so what I'm going to be doing for off-screen plating, so you see like this top area. I'm not even sure if you can put links in here. If you join my Discord, you can put it in there. And I'll see it easier there. But as for off-screen plating, it's going to be doing stuff like putting the covering here, copying this ridge line to the other sides. What I am going to do on camera is stuff like this. But what I think I'm going to do, lazy to be fair, is just stream a bunch of plating this week. Because I know some people really do enjoy just chilling and watching plating. So I'm still going to make the content so that people can watch it if they want. But yeah. Oh my god. Oh, your Mo goes again. Not really again, but you get the picture. Perfect. Another one. That actually fits in really well. I'm happy. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know much about the Easy Builder. And to be fair, like I've always used, I guess this complicated builder, and I somewhat think it's enjoyable to have to go this far in depth. But I am gonna check it out, and then if you ask that again later on, once I have used it, I'll answer it for sure. Because yeah, I just don't know right now, to be fair. Well, you see, the first thing that's wrong about it is it's mustard, and mustard is vile. I'm just kidding. Mustard's okay. Mustard's okay. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna wipe possessions, but not blueprints, or so I'm told. Yeah, man. You know you want to snap. I don't think this will go in there, and that's a little annoying. We're gonna have to do some fun stuff to get that to go there. I'm not sure. I have not flown in the universe in a good bit, to be fair. So yeah, I just don't know for sure. You know what? Let's try the whole triangle plate over here. What's that? That's a 36. So that means we can't have this. Oh, this is where the plating gets bad. Yeah. So Lazy's pretty spot on. Like, as you guys know, like I was the first 100 people, one of the first 100 people let into the game, and granted, there were a lot of things different at the time, but one thing that I'm hoping is different is the grind, because when we spawned in there, it was a hell of a grind. We spent the majority of 2 days just chilling there, trying to, well, essentially, like, get our credits. So it was kind of rough. We don't actually want that. But luckily, those areas are instanced, so it'll be somewhat alright, I believe. Um, just want to see if I were to put this there. Alright, if I were to put that there, what would it cover? Yeah, so we put that there. It gets a lot of it, but not quite the bottom right there. And yeah, they are. See, that's why I kind of don't want to wouldn't want to work for one of those companies, just because, you know, you are going to be stuck as a foot soldier, and I don't like, it's Starbase is your world to explore. Like, I don't want to be stuck doing manual labor. Like, where's the fun in that? Um, See, the best part about that is there is no tutorial. So at least right now, at least that, okay, well, that I know of at the time of me having knowledge. Back plate. What are you just, this plate? It's actually, oh, so you get the starter ship by doing the tutorial. Um, yeah. I'm sure someone has. I haven't, but I mean, yeah, it's supposed to give perspective. Because, like, I didn't know that thing about the starter ship. So much has changed since I've actually been in. So, it's, there's been a lot. It's been a long way coming. Let's try this triangle thing again, see if it works this time and doesn't freak out. Now, see, this is the issue, alright? Let's see if we can fix this easily. How hard is it to start a station? Quite hard. Yeah. So I won't sugarcoat it. It takes a while. We tried a station, and it, with the combined effort of a bunch of people, still took a while. And we only got like one main area done. So as a solo, as like a group of 10, okay. Um, Probably for each chunk, maybe. Okay. This also depends on, have you already gathered the. If we're assuming you've gathered the materials, so you already have like printers and things, um, I'd say less than 24 hours to build one area of a station. Because if you have like the printers already, all you need to be doing is powering them and giving materials to them. So you're really just going to be out there looking for materials. So, yeah. Hmm. You can barely even see it from the outside. Ah, I hate that. I don't know. Half of me wants to leave it, but the other half is like, no, Sim. No, no, you can't. Don't give in. Just because. That's arguably even worse. Holy crap. I don't know. It might not be worth it. Let's just explore with some smaller beams and find out, I suppose. I would, but I have literally no clue. Because I forget, man. It's been way too long. Because I haven't gone on a mining trip outside the belt in a good long while. Um, how hard is it to get materials and money? I mean, so a lot of the materials you are gonna have to go kind of far out for into the universe, because so how it works is the closer you're into the belt, the like into the safe zone, the rarer it is to get like good ores. So yeah. So like it's not necessarily going to be too difficult to get basic materials, but money will start to be difficult. Yeah, Zalium, all that good stuff, very far away, and also quite rare until you're very far away. See, Con, here's the thing. That part of the belt is still in the safe zone, though, so you can't kill people. I'm gonna leave that there. It's a reminder of how bad I built this ship, and plus I can't cover it up in any easy way. So, what will I do the last day? Well, what's that? The 16th? Let's see. So here's the issue, right? In 2 weeks, so the 14th, I have classes, so I get classes starting. So the 16th, I might not even be settled in yet. So we'll see. Might do a final stream of something. First week of EA. Well, my first priority is going to be my schoolwork because I cannot afford to, fail. So we're going to see how that goes. But after all that's done, it's going to be working with SOS. We're going to be getting our operations started and all that. And then, just mining more, getting enough to buy like a ship like this. Not necessarily a combat ship, but maybe the Carbon 505. Because it's a good ship, and I would definitely fly it. Yeah, I know. It's a painful sacrifice. So painful. But it had to be done. Regrettably. Alright, so that goes there. And we get this. Hey Razumu, welcome to the stream. But so yeah, I'm mainly gonna be working, getting SOS running, then kind of just chasing whatever I want to do. PvP right now, not really. Like we'll still see people organize it. Like it's a thing, but it's not as often. It's more, pirating. There's some organized PvP events that have been happening as of late, but yeah, there were a few pirating cases early on, and it was really funny to watch because nobody really knew how to react. I mean, you can do pirating, but right now it's just not really a huge thing. But I guarantee it happens. Also, I think we're going to have to cover up the windows because those aren't going to see shit. But we may just leave them there. Oh yeah, there's going to be people who, instead of wanting to get their own stuff, they're going to just try and get it from others. Thank you, Mo. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I hope we don't get absolutely swamped by all those big YouTubers, but yeah, we'll see. But I do want to get those updated tutorials out before everything happens. Let's try this. All right, there we go. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of pirates. Currently, yes and no. How you share blueprints right now is really weird. You're eventually going to be able to share them properly, but right now, blueprint sharing is pretty much just limited to kind of a wonky way. Right now, what you do is you make your entire ship, so like this entire thing, into a module right up here, and you start a multiplayer instance with someone else, and you plop it in. So, but yeah. All right, so there we go. What's our time looking like? Okay. Let's save and let's do that. Let me pull up YouTube and we can go to the comments and get your code. So we can do the torpedoes. All right. Comments, blah, blah, blah. All right, here we go. All right, so save again, and let's go over to our torpedoes and try. Hopefully it'll work. Yes, so we haven't tested how many, but as of previous experience, I know at least 4 people can work on the same ship at the same time. Okay. Alrighty. So let's take out these chips and edit. Alright, so this is going to be our Y. Alright, so if anyone's wondering, I read all your comments on YouTube, and one of our viewers has left this, essentially code that we're going to be writing in here, and we're going to see if it works. So, alright, for turning the torpedo 90 degrees before firing. Okay. Alright, so let's see. The one thing I want to see is where we need to put this all. So this will be our PID tuning. This will be that. That's essentially saying, has it fired? So I think what we want to do... Thanks, Tosser. Hello, everyone. I guess welcome to the stream again. So right now we are currently pretty much just trying to edit our code and do this. So hello, everyone, and welcome. So these are the torpedoes we are designing for our Nebulon B, or not the Nebulon B, the Morrigan class. So we're trying to tune them properly. So right here, so we're gonna leave this. This is our PID tuning. That's a shame. Don't worry, I annoy easily. But so then, essentially, so it's if here. So I'm gonna read out to you guys essentially what this code is saying. So this stuff is all of our tuning, right? And this LD, so this is essentially a timer. So once we've reached 2 seconds, that's when our thruster is supposed to refire. So if our launch is 1, so if it's launched, then it'll set the thrust to 1, and then it'll go to our line 4. But if it hasn't launched, then it just checks again. So then it launches, it sets its thrust to 0, and then it will enable that timer. And so once that timer hits 0, so 2 seconds later, 2 seconds later, or 4 seconds, I'm not quite sure, then it'll enable all of this. And this is the actual guidance. Names, what are you asking, as in where are we? Okay, so let's take this further down. Alright, so let's just get these in. So T is 90. So T is going to be the degrees you want to turn. O is going to equal 0. It's going to be the current offset from the target. R is going to be the current rotation of the torpedo, so 0. So I guess a local set. TH, we haven't used that first. TH is going to be what's applied, is the thrust that's going to be applied to the maneuvering torpedo. So TH we want to equal 0 at the beginning as well. And then PS, so precision at the thruster alignment, okay, that'll be 0.5. Or 0.05. Alright. And then next line. Okay. So this is going to be our setup. So, and I'm assuming that, actually, yeah, hold on. This is just going to take over that. So let's just copy in this next line and I'll read it out to you guys, okay? So C and V. All right. So if the current rotation of the torpedo is less than the offset of the degree we want to turn. Hey Jesper, welcome to the stream. So if the rotation is off, then essentially go to 4, else get the rotation on. So go to 2, and so here's my question. I should probably ask him. So is 4 just going to be our standard guidance script? So is it going to be like this? Except instead of go to 5, it's going to be go to 3. So I'm going to leave these 2 lines here, but we're just going to leave it. Yeah, it feels like gibberish to my head. Don't you worry. So all right, well, I guess let's just find out. So we want to put this at 3, then this. I'm copy and pasting this just because it's quicker and I already explained everything I'm doing. And then delete this. That, actually, we want this to be here. And then we want this to be there. Okay. Now here's the thing. Alright. What we need to do is, so we're given an offset on our torpedo, right? We've got X and Y. X is the X offset, Y is the Y offset. So we need to essentially determine what is it? Which is Y, which is X. So offset from the current target. So O, I think we want to set O to X. All right. The current rotation of the torpedo, I think we'll leave that as 0, because currently what we want it to do is when it comes out of the tube is leave it at 0, right? That makes sense. Then TH. TH is the thrust that's applied to whatever is maneuvering the torpedo. So is TH... Where's our... TH would be XT. Okay. I'm gonna have to make sure to reply to him to make sure that I'm doing this right, because I feel like I'm doing this wrong. This ship's relatively big, yeah. Let me figure this out real quick, and I'll just give you a quick look now, because I'm frying my brain. May as well take a quick break. But we'll save it first. Alright, thanks. Here, I'm gonna hop in, the voice chat in the SimHaven. Just, if he wants to get in there, just let me know. But so this is... This is the ship. That's the wrong one. Hold up. Yep. Or is it the right one? I don't know. But yeah, this is what we're working on. It's relatively sizable for a ship. It's pretty big. I mean, I guess. It's got to be pretty big to have a plasma thruster, so... Yeah. This is an endo next to it, so... It takes a little bit to run around. So... But yeah, thank you. We're slowly having it come together. This part right here that I'm kind of circling around is going to give me hell. I'm going to hate it. But the rest is good. It does have thruster force offset. Yes, it does. So what compensates for that is in here. So on pretty much every ship you'll build, there's the MFC and FCU. You'll have to pair these together, and these are essentially what create the what fixes that offset and will control all your thrusters so it actually properly works. But yeah. So let's just go back to those torpedoes and try again. So this is going to be more of a support ship. This would not be run solo, at least in a combat situation. It should at least have a crew of 5. Currently, there's no autopilot that we have on here, but we could do that. I've been in ships where what they do is, especially for combat situations, they'll enable a script, and essentially what it does is it enables the thrusters for certain pulses, and those certain pulses, you know, it'll make the ship fly in, say, a cube. And that cube, so that way the pilot can be an extra hand running around somewhere. And yeah, we do have space for ISAN quad, so we're gonna put that in. Not sure where, we're still gonna decide, but we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot to decide, so. But currently, okay, so you can make autopilot to follow a ship using distance sensors, but again, it's using distance sensors, so it's bad if anything happens. But okay, so let me go back to our comments real quick. All right. So we want to turn 90 degrees. Our current offset from the target is whatever our offset is. Our current rotation of the torpedo, we'll just call it 0. Our thrust, so this will be our maneuvering thrust is 0, and our precision is 0.05. Okay. Also, I think I accidentally... Okay, no, this is X. So we want this to be X equals O. At least I believe. And we want to name thrust TH. or, well, okay. I think we want it to be THX and THY. But again, not sure about that. Mainly because, so if you notice, the maneuvering thruster has X and Y fields. So, yeah. Alright. Sounds good, Tosser. And yeah, any ship, I would say, should not run solo, except for maybe auto miners, stuff like that. So, okay. Oh, we're gonna sneeze real quick. That was not necessarily real quick, but nonetheless. Ugh. Okay, so if our rotation is greater than our, yep, okay, then go to 4, else essentially align. Or reset the thrust. Okay, so hold on, we're trying to process this. So thrust equals 0 at the beginning, but so this is then setting the thrust. So we want this to be thrust Y. Let's try this, okay? The line 3, the go-to should be 3. This first, okay. Alright. Rig up a weapon to aim above the pilot's seat and fire when it detects an enemy. I'm sure you could do that. You'd have to probably put it up to like a button, but yeah, that's possible. Yeah, like smaller miners, or even some like the Carbon 505 I've designed, which is large nonetheless, should be designed like it's large but still solo. Yeah, I'd agree with that statement, Con. Okay, so gaming fire. So alright, so this is go to 4. This is go to 3. Okay. And then gaming fire, one more question. So we've got TH, right? So that's on the comment, that's the thrust that's applied to whatever's maneuvering the torpedo. So should this be applied, so the TH, should that be applied to our maneuvering thruster? So like, as in, there should be TH for THX for X movement and THY for Y movement. That's another thing, because like... Also, hey, Lazy, nice to see you in chat, or voice chat. Yeah. Well, see, Mo, that's the first thing to understanding code. If you can't like talk through what it's doing, then yeah. All right. Well, I mean, let's try it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rename THs to XT and YT. So let's just do that. It is witchcraft.
Yes, it is.
I think, at least. Dog, I don't know. So we're gonna... Alright. And you can use the warheads as... you can use the warheads of the torpedoes. Now, you have to make sure they are actually armed, but yeah. Yeah, people who know how to code, like complex stuff like this, I'm not, you know, for some people this doesn't even seem complex, but for the people who have brains the size of mine, it's, oh boy, it's something. So this is what it's supposed to look like, I think. Alright, so I'm gonna press enter and we'll go to the next one. So this is supposed to be a go to 3, I think, or a go to 4. Yeah, actually, I think this is supposed to go to itself. We'll try it. We'll try it. We can edit it. So then this is supposed to go to 4, and this is supposed to go to 3. Yeah, like I can build, but coding, that's outside my pay grade.
That's for anyone that has only 3 brain cells.
Yeah, for real. The line reading speed, it can't be, so it is just 0.2 seconds for each line, but you can just like space things out or use different wait functions, etc. Like not really a wait function, but like you can have it wait for another chip, stuff like that, and then you could just incorporate that super easily. Oh, okay, so essentially what we're doing is we're doing a dual script. So think of this so Gaming Fire, think of this torpedo, right? We're looking forwards. We have X and we have Y. So each of these chips are going to be running at the same time, but one is responsible for the X movement and the other is responsible for the Y movement. And that just makes it so that it's so much faster to compute. Yeah. And yeah, go-tos can help as well. So, go-to 4. This is also a go-to 4. This is a go-to 3. This is YT, YT, YT. This is XT, XT, XT. Go-to 4, go-to 4, go-to 3. Alright. Brain has successfully not melted. Well, here goes nothing. Honestly, no clue if this will work, but I hope it does. Alright. Torps, they do kind of work out of the box, but their tracking is real bad. Actually, hold up. That was slower. Hold on a second. Guys, I think it may have happened. The update.
After 10 years, finally.
Yes. Oh, I've grown old and crippled, but the torpedoes, they still... Alright, hold on. I'm going to try it with this crappy torpedo. Or, well, who knows if it's crappy anymore. But, so active. Say we hit it like 100. Okay, so it flies off like that. So, if we take this, is active 1, say like... That's quite slow. Okay, so they do have... Okay, so they modified it. Cool. Alright, that's something. Now let's just try this again and see what works. You know, I'm not sure, Con. We definitely have to try that. Here, now that that is a thing, we're gonna try it with that one first, and then we'll try it with... Ooh, that's something. That was an interesting... Okay, let's see if that one works for this. So, see, the first thing I noticed is when I enabled is active, the torpedo did not start aligning. So, we're just going to check. It's got an X and a Y. It's actually using fuel. Yeah, XT and YT are not currently being assigned, so what if we point... Oh, it launched... Oh, hey, the other one came back. Hmm.
And those are really slow.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's really good. That's really good for what we want. Because,
On the other hand, I doubt that they are any faster than the ship itself, so I'm not really sure.
oh no, I can fly faster than them. I just want them super slow for testing measures so that I can actually see, if it would do something. And I don't know if the weapons give off radiation, but, and yeah, Razu, were you here last week? Because we got the new record. We got, I think it was 36 people on stream. It's epic. And so, attempting ships build larger. Okay, so haphazard, yes. But okay, so when that happens, you can build bigger, alright? But here's the issue. Once you do that, it disables the ship systems. You cannot fly. So yes, you can build larger, but you cannot do anything with it.
Basically a space station with extra steps.
Yeah, pretty much. So... But yeah, put a seat on the torp. Okay. So yeah, maybe we need Zol on this, or Zol. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But... So actually, if we need anything, Sprocko, it's less turning thrust. Because you noticed it was like overshooting, right? If we lower the turning thrust, that means it'll go slower in those directions, but also that means eventually our tracking will be kind of crap. Okay, so we've got... See, what I'm trying to read here, so if the rotation is bigger than our... It's bigger than 90 degrees minus 0.05. Oh, so we need to be setting rotation. I think... See, okay. So right here it says O is the offset from X. From the target. Okay, so if O is supposed to be the offset, R is supposed to be the current rotation of the torpedo. So I actually think it's supposed to be X. R is supposed to be X. Yeah, maybe we need the original author in here to get that working. But yeah, you could probably do a manned missile attack. And we could potentially... A second help set might, yeah, it would probably add more leverage. So... So let's see, does that... And I think it flipped around. No worries. When he's up, we can just figure stuff out. Okay, so as long as you're painting the target, I think it works, I suppose. Now, I will say, he's really puttering along. I think puttering is a generous term. I think puttering is faster than this. But it's going towards the target. Yeah, bruh.
Rare image of Tinbread's pirate ship taken before
Wait a second.
disaster.
What the hell? No, it can't do that. I was gonna say, that's really weird. What if the torpedo gets in the line of the targeting line? of itself? Does it just... Huh. Interesting. If Mo equals not understand. Yes, I'll save. Thank you. Thumbs up. Did I re-enable the... Okay, I did. You guys couldn't hear me snap. That's a shame, but I snapped, just for the record. Okay. So we want to have this stop after it's launched. Jesper, don't do this to me. I forgot water, okay? It's upstairs. Don't worry, we've only got 20 more minutes of dehydrated fun. Okay, so... Alright. Let's try loading it, I suppose. No guarantee this is gonna work at all. If this works, I might cry now that stuff has been changed. So, prepare in the, I guess, the manner you're accustomed to. Hold on, Mo, not yet. We need to test. I don't know why I feel like in my head I said that like Mort from Madagascar, but I feel like I did. Like... You could send a torp at a target and you would probably be back with water by the time it hits. I mean, yeah, here, do you guys want to watch? See if the torpedo comes back, it completes its loop. Alright. Keep an eye on the torpedo for me, I'll be right back. Did it come back?
Yeah, no.
Nope. Okay. Well, that's a shame. Because it looked like it was going in a loop for a second there. Let's see if it's puttering around up here, maybe?
I guess it's still outside of the building.
Yeah. Torpedo has left the building. That's a shame.
Oh, it might just have run out of fuel.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, could be either, because it seemed to be running out quite quick. Shoot it again? Alright. Actually, okay, hold on. We're gonna check this code first. Oh, okay, I forgot about that. So what I want to see is if it's actually, like, running. It's like... It should be going slower. That's it going at 50. Or like 50 speed, I suppose. And what we want it to do is we want it to like slow down, to stop, or go on one speed. So let's take another look at these. It did go on its own adventure without us. Jeez. So, okay. If LT... Alright, so this is what's supposed to happen, alright? This is the code we had previously. Ignore all this stuff, this is just prepping, essentially. This is tuning the PID, and then this is a timer. So, this is the external, so if LT, which is essentially this, it's set by this. So, if LT equals 1, then set that to 1. Actually, if... Hold on, I want to try this. If launch 2... We're going to try this. So what I'm doing here is essentially if launch 2. So this is assuming it can see it. This is assuming it can see that right before it's launched. Because what I want it to do is as soon as it's launched, it needs to slow down. I don't know if that seemed any slower. Wait a second. I think I may have saw it in a turn. Hold on. We're going to reset that and we're going to see what shakes up. There's your bonk, Max. Changing the limits around was the best and worst thing I've ever done. Alright guys, we're going on a field trip. I'm taking you outside. Sparko, that's the idea actually. So let's launch it now, let's see what happens. Oh, bonk, there you go. My apologies, Tosser. You know, I'm a little slow on seeing the pop-ups. Man, I really need like an audio cue, but then again, people would just spam. So, all right, so it didn't turn. Okay, so let me explain what I'm trying to get you guys to. Well, okay, what it's trying to do. So, essentially, if it detects that it launches, it slows itself down. It goes super slow. And then it'll go to 4, which essentially will turn it and then wait. So Sparkle, the laser doesn't need to be on for this first part to work. We're just trying to get it to slow down and then flip. And I gotcha, Tosser, right on time. But so the laser isn't on, it doesn't need to be on yet. We're just trying to get it to switch. So there is no good way of implementing auto turrets. Auto turrets right now are, like, I hate to say it, but it's a bad idea right now, because the only recognition systems you have are rangefinders that will output a 1 or a 0 depending on if they're hitting something. So if that tells you anything, it would be very difficult to program an auto turret and near impossible for it to determine what it's shooting at. And due to the limitations of YOLOL code, tracking could be difficult on a fast target. So, yeah, I hate to dash your dreams, but slave turrets are a thing, though. So you can hook a couple up to themselves. That's what I actually had on the lower Nebulon B, or the whatchamacallit on the Nebulon B, the lower crude version. Alright, so guys, if you're seeing this, so what this is supposed to do is essentially set launch. So if launch, then go to, but there's, okay, that's the thing, there's no value for LT. So what I'm gonna do, alright, we're gonna get another YOLOL chip. But this YOLOL chip is going to be a memory chip. And you know what it's gonna store? LT. You know, that seems a little sus. If you press Y, I can confirm you do not yeet. Now, alright, if you press Alt F4, yeah, then you'll yeet. So that's a good one to try. We'll just go through the... Yeah, there's gotta be a lot of research for auto turrets. Dude, the other day, if any of you guys have been playing on Epic Store, there's a beta test. It's called Chivalry is Dead 2. It is so much fun. It's a great medieval, like, multiplayer war game. One of my friends was like, oh, hey, if you hit F10, you'll get a mini-map. Bruh, that one got me. It got me. It was the suicide button, but it was just like, damn. You know, you'd think I'm better than this. Did I actually press that button? I did not. So let's try it again. I have a feeling I messed something up. Oh. Yeah, I know, that's what I was thinking too. And lo and behold, what happened? My character fell to the ground limp. But yeah, I gotta say, that was... yeah, that was a good one.
I'm trying so hard to hold back from laughing.
Dude, I wouldn't blame you, because that one... I should have been prepared. I should have. There isn't really a maximum size, I don't think. So, LT equals 1. Alright. So what this thing should be doing is consistently checking to see if LT equals 1. And if it equals 1, then TT should be 1. So if we say... Yeah, so if you guys just noticed right there, it sets it to 50 when it launches. So we need to get it to be not 50. We need it to be slow when it launches. Yeah, so that 50 right there, that is essentially the automatic preset. When this launches any torpedo, the speed it sets it to is 50. So yeah, so essentially that's what we're trying to circumvent. We want it to go slow at first, so it'll just pop out and turn. Oh, world's adrift. Yeah. Oh, that must have been nice. I was sadly never able to play, but haven't heard from that in a while. It's a shame. Now, did I change both of these to LT? I did not. Let's see if that's our issue. Can we set the thrust when it's flying? I don't know. It's a good question. I'm assuming you can. Here, well, we could try that. Here, do we want to do an experiment, chat? Let's do an experiment. Bunch of players just rolling down a hill. That would be a lot of fun. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this torpedo. We're gonna do something cool with it, alright? We're gonna do some testing. We're gonna take some devices, some YOLO. We're gonna do some basic YOLO chips. It's just gonna be the one. Yeah, I wanted to do the expanse torpedo thing. Alright, so in this, what we're gonna do, alright? So it's gonna start running as soon as we spawn in, so that means time is of the essence. So what we're gonna have it be here is TT equals 1. And then TT equals 50. How about just a second later? So right there. It should actually be at 11, I think, but we're just gonna try that. All right. You know, maybe we should make it wait a little bit before it implodes, so we can actually like connect it together, and not have that happen. Slight catastrophic failure, just, you know. So that's what happens when you don't connect everything together. To be fair, I'm not sure. What I can tell you is this community is crazy enough to do it. So I think it's possible.
Definitely is, when thinking that just 3 people made a goddamn GPS system early on.
Yeah, that's true.
Think of Iceland for the people that don't know.
Yeah. So, since I didn't know if that actually turned around or not, what I think we can do, alright, is do some. We're gonna do, alright, it's called a pro gamer move, okay? So we're gonna do XT. Okay? Get ready, guys. We're gonna do. So it sets it to 50. Then it's gonna wait. It's gonna set XT equal to 1. And then XT equal to 0. Hopefully it'll flip around enough. Actually, let's just set it so it stops. Honestly, like, let's find out. So instead of doing that, we want to do this. It can. Okay, it can be set in flight. So you see it turn on and then off again, and then on and off again. So yes, it can be modified in flight, which is exactly what we're looking for. Okay, we can do it. We can do this, guys. All right. So, our thing works, okay? Hype. Yes, I'm so happy. I'm actually really excited that this is a thing. What our issue is now, okay? Yeah, we'll save. I got you. Our issue now, okay? We need it to detect when it's launched. Okay, hold on. I think I just had a big brain moment. Alright, gentlemen and ladies, anyone who's watching, okay? I had the biggest, brainest moment of them all, okay? We're not gonna do this. If TT equals 50. It's genius. It sets it to 50 when it launches.
So when he unlocks his 4th brain cell.
Yeah, dude, I just unlocked a brain cell. Yeah, 1 equals 0, okay? Well, okay, wait, just bear with my... Okay, you know, there's one brain cell rattling around up there, and it just ignited, okay? So, remember when the torpedo launched, okay? It sets its speed to 50. That's how we can find out if it launches. So when it detects that it has launched, every 0.2 seconds, it sets it to 0 and then rotates. Okay, that was weird. But let's go back and do that, okay? Yeah, so Mo, that's pretty much what is going to happen. So it's going to be able to move forward for 0.2 seconds, and then it'll stop, and then rotate, and then continue on. Yep, they can blow up. But so Con, the thing is, you want to make sure that you actually hit the explosive part, because that's the only part that will blow up. What was I going to do? So if... You know what? Okay, let's just... Alright. Make the main thruster fire. Come on. Okay. So, if you have one, yeah, pretty much. If it can do damage to a plate, yeah. Oh, Mo, I know what you're talking about. So, like, it pops out, and then it okay, yeah. We're kind of doing that. It's wacky, okay? We're doing it the sim way, so... But what I noticed is it didn't actually do anything. So we want to do... Hold on, we want to keep... I'm just hitting things. I'm sorry. Why am I saying I'm sorry? It's literally an inanimate object. Alright. Okay, so we want it to actually wait like 0.2 seconds. So we're doing it properly. We're just doing it wrong. It makes sense, okay? Just wait for it. Dude, I'm not Canadian. I'm American, but man, it's I interact with so many different cultures. It's kind of just all... I'm literally a human melting pot. Why does it... What? Why am I teleporting? So, yes and no. You can do it, but it's... Because remember, you have to be... You're going to have to be within 5 kilometers of the thing. And within transmitter range and all that, so... Alright. Ah, I keep hitting things. Oh, it's that. Yeah, I'm very Midwestern, so... Alright, fellas, let's see. Okay, it didn't work. Cause, yeah, Yeah, like, exactly, Mo, that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to fire, stop, it'll rotate towards our target, and then fire again. Hell yeah. Dude, I love seeing everyone from around here, or from the internet, where everyone's from. Alright, so this is the code. So, essentially, PID tuning is the first line, and then LD is essentially setting a timer. So what we do is, so if the thrust is equal to 50, then we go to 4, right? So it goes to 4, and then it should set the thrust equal to 0. Right? Makes sense. Let's try it again. Awesome. Yeah, I'm happy that you feel welcomed here. That's what I'm shooting for. You know, I'm a chill ship builder, or at least I am described as. Oh, it worked. It worked. Okay. Look at that. It stopped. It launched out and it stopped. Okay. Yes. Haha. Man, I really wish we had our disco room set up, because we would go to the disco room right now. That's a next week thing. No, that's a next stream thing. Okay. So, yeah, disco room up next for sure. But okay, it works. It launches, it sets it to 0, and then it puts on a wait. So, really, it should actually only wait for a tiny little bit. And we're still going to have to do the alignment. But yeah, so awesome. We made some great progress today. The update works. We got a lot of plating done on the Morrigan, and our torpedo now actually functions. So yeah, I'm so excited about that. But so yeah, if you missed any part of this, yeah, be sure to watch it on YouTube, because this will be uploaded in 1 to 2 days, and set the TT equal to 0 or to 20. No, okay, so what it's doing is it's analyzing. So once it meets 50, it sets it to 0, so it just stops. So it won't be going that far in the first place. It's just gonna drift out there, and then it'll align, and then it will restart, if that makes any sense. So basically, it recognizes it was launched, stops, and goes. But yeah. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Did no one read the email?
And thank you for the follow.